Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and this is Faithful Rattos. So in today's video, I'm going a little bit off-piste and I'm actually going to be reacting to some learning resources about rats. So if you don't know, I work in primary school and I work as an academic mentor. So I'm not a teaching assistant, I'm not a teacher, but I work with the Year 6 two classes, so I work across both the Year 6 classes in the school and I work with the target children, so these are children working towards their learning targets for like their year group, and I work specifically when it comes to English, literacy and reading, which is wonderful. I love it, it's great, I love the kids. So I spend a lot of time resourcing my own sessions and planning and things like that, obviously. And one of those sites that I think teachers probably will be aware of is Twinkl. And it's not, you know, I don't use Twinkl resources for everything, but I do know my way around Twinkl. I have looked very deeply into Twinkl, and one day I found a reading exercise that was about rabbit care, and it wasn't very accurate, but it was good. It was a good activity. The questions were exactly what I needed, and it was differentiated as well, which I needed because I have groups at slightly different levels. And so it sparked an idea in my head. I was like, perhaps I may be able to find resources that are about rats. And I did. I found a decent amount of them and I'm going to react to them in this video. I actually printed them off a long time ago now. I want to say October and it's March now. So I don't remember what is in this. And this packet went missing for a while, which is why I didn't film it. So now it's like a proper reaction to what I got in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take photos of them and share the photos on the screen while I do this. But yeah, I'm super excited for this video. I think it's going to be fun and different, and here we go. So the first one is a thing that says all you need to know about rat care, and it looks like this. It's got a cute little like grey rat on it and the Twinkl logo, and I'm very nervous to read it. So the first page. Rats, who are they? Rats are nocturnal rodents, they're crepuscular but okay, with a long tail, who originally came from Central Asia, correct. They are extremely adaptable to new environments and can be found in most parts of the world. Rats are also very popular pets. How long do rats live? Rats live for about 2 years. Even though they live short lives compared to other pets, rat care is complex and a big commitment. Yes, great. Did you know the oldest rat was over 7 years old and was called Rodney? I'll just link Emmy's videos here about Rodney. What do rats eat? High quality pellets should be the main part of a rat's diet. It's important to meet their complex nutritional needs with food made for rats. That's true. The pellet thing isn't true. You can also feed a teaspoon of fruit like peas, banana and peach. Peas are a fruit, didn't know that. And vegetables like broccoli, bell peppers and cucumbers every day. I wouldn't, but you can. Rats also enjoy the occasional treat of a hard-boiled egg with seeds and grains, for example, in the form of cooked whole wheat pasta or cooked brown rice. They can have raw. It's not terrible advice, I will say that. Fresh, clean water needs to be available at all times, ideally in several bottles so all rats can drink at the same time. Yes, and bowls as well. Did you know? Rats like to eat at dawn and dusk. It's best to feed them twice a day and remove any leftovers in between each feeding. If it's fresh, yes, remove the leftovers. If not, you don't need to. And I do feed twice a day, in the morning and at night, and it works really great for my rats. I know a lot of people prefer to feed once a day, and that's cool too. Either is fine. Yeah. The main problem I had with that was recommending pellets, but you know, it's not terrible. The next page. Where do rats live? Wire cages are the preferred habitat for rats, with a solid base and levels. The bigger the cage, the better, and should be at least 90 centimetres long and 150 centimetres tall. But what about the depth? But not. It's alright. Bar spacing is also important, as rats are small and escape artists. Make sure the cage has mostly vertical bars. Vertical, horizontal, that doesn't really matter. That are no more than half an inch or a centimetre apart. For books you can go up to 2 centimetres, but for does and young uns I wouldn't recommend. This is a good recommendation. You can use fleece or dust-free bedding inside the cage. Rats like to be cozy, so they'll often carry comfortable bedding into hiding spots. Small hammocks are popular with the little rodents. Boys, can we stop with the fighting? I'm filming a video. Thanks. They're just cleaning each other, but it's annoying. So you can use fleece or dust-free bedding as like nesting material, but I have a feeling they mean substrate, and no, you cannot use fleece or substrate for rats. Rats don't deal well with extreme heat or cold, so it's best to place their cage away from drafts and direct sunlight. Remember, they're awake and noisy at night, so you might want to avoid putting them in the bedroom. Good idea. How many rats should I get? Rats are very social animals, so they like to be kept in groups of 3 or more rats of the same sex. Excellent. Did you know? Female rats can get pregnant 24 hours after giving birth, literally immediately after giving birth, not even 24 hours. So it's very important to only keep rats of the same sex together. The exception are neutered rats who can't breed. Do I need to groom my rats? Rats normally take great care of themselves. They don't usually need any help with grooming, though older rats may need help trimming their nails. It's a good idea to provide lots of chew toys and exercise on different types of floors. This will help your rats keep their nails and teeth short, which grow all their lives. Their teeth, they grind together during bruxing, so they don't need help, and their diet as well plays a part in keeping their teeth short, so they don't need help with that. Although having cool, safe things to chew on is fun. Next page. How often does my rat need to visit the vet? Rats should visit their vet at least once a year for a thorough check. They do not need routine vaccinations, but regular vet wellness checks are important. I would disagree on this. The only reason why my rats do get biannual health checks is so that legally my vet can do online consultations. That's the only reason for that. So I wouldn't say they don't need these regular checks, because their life is so swift that things are going to be changing. So like, you take your 18 or 20-month-old rat to the vet, they're going to likely show signs of like old age health things, so it's not really necessary, I don't think, to take them for regular health checks. There are very few pet insurances for rats, and it's helpful to check they cover common health issues like tumour removal. True, I don't think there's any, at least that I know of, insurances that are helpful for rats. Vet visits and procedures can be expensive, often costing several £100s. So if your rat isn't insured, you can grow a rat fund and discuss payment plans with your vet. True. Rats produce a reddish-brown liquid that comes from their eyes and nose. Although the liquid is not blood, it can be signs of stress or pain. Check your rat thoroughly if you see red discharge around their face. It's called porphyrin, by the way. If your rat's behaviour changes or they lose appetite, make sure you contact your vet immediately. Good. This isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, which is great. Did you know? Rats are very clean animals, so they don't need baths unless their vet suggests they do for medical reasons. Good. Disclaimer, here's a disclaimer at the bottom. We hope you find the information on our website and resource tools useful. This resource is provided for informational and educational purposes only. It is intended to offer general information, should never be taken as medical advice for your pet. As medical information is situate and breed specific, and it can change, we do not warrant that this information provided is correct. You and your family should not rely on this material included within this resource, and we do not accept any responsibility if you or your family do. It is up to you to contact suitably qualified veterinary professional if you're concerned about your pet's health. I mean, I know why they legally put that there, but it is a bit funny, isn't it? Just a little. So here is your daily care checklist for your rats. Have you fed the rats twice? Have you washed their food dishes? They don't need food dishes, but okay. Have you changed their water? Have you spot cleaned their habitat? And have you checked their nails and weight? Every day you're going to weigh your rats? Every day? I think that's a lot of work. No, I wouldn't say you have to check your rat's weight every day. That is a lot. So we have here rat habitat fact sheet. I'm a bit scared. Rats can be kept in a spacious wired cage. Bar spacing needs to be at least 1 centimetre or half an inch. Lots of hiding spaces and hammocks will make the cage more comfortable. You don't need lots of hammocks though. Rats like to chew, so there should be lots of chewable toys or they may start chewing the cage. True. It should be at least 90 centimetres long and 150 centimetres tall. I don't know where they've gotten this measurement from, because generally you would recommend 100 by 50 by 60 at least. It's a bit of a, but it's only giving you like 2 measurements, like as if it's 2D. Bit weird. Fleece or dust-free bedding are ideal. Rats don't do well in extreme heat or drafts, so the cage should be kept away from windows. Rats are awake and noisy at night, so you may want to keep them out of your bedrooms. Not got a problem with that. What about this fact care sheet? Fact care sheet. What about this fact sheet? The oldest rat ever was 7 years old. No, it wasn't. Rats eat pellets and seeds and grains. Yes. Rats should have a large cage. Yes. Rats like fruit and vegetables, including banana and broccoli. Yes. Rats need to be kept in trios or larger groups of the same sex. This piece of advice, life-changing. Correct. Rats are active at night. Correct. Rats should visit exotic vets once a year for checkups. We talked about why I don't think that's really true. Rats produce a red-brown discharge from their eyes and nose when they're unwell, but it's not blood, and it's called porphyrin. Correct. So the next one is a rat bookmark craft. And I'll show you the page. This is so funny. So yeah, if anybody wants me to bring this to a show, let me know. And we can make rat bookmarks from Twinkl. That's well funny and very cute. And then I think the last two are like, oh, so we've got this colouring page, which is cute. This colouring page, which looks like a different animal to me. Like, this doesn't look like a rat. And then this cone that you cut out and make a rat cone. I don't know. These are the resources that I found on Twinkl. That care guide wasn't terrible. I'd say it was probably better than the Pets at Home care guide, so at least there's that. I hoped you found this video like a little bit of fun and joyful. That was my plan for this. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe, stick around, all those things, and see you later.